All right, let's do this. Okay, you guys know Rudolph, right? Let's sing it for me. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose. And if you ever saw... Okay, shut up. I only got 5 minutes to do this. My thing is, I truly believe that Rudolph, the story of Rudolph, is the best single story we have in HR to show the value of inclusion to our leaders, to our employees. It really just speaks to, the value of inclusion completely. And so I'm going to tell you a little bit about it. We know Rudolph, right? He's this kind of weak, nerdy freak with a red nose. He's a B player, okay? Let's be honest. You wouldn't hire him. If he came in and interviewed, you're not hiring Rudolph. He's weird, okay? And so it's an issue that we have. Santa, on the other hand, he's running a high-powered operation. He's like Amazon without the margins. He can't hire weak players. He needs A players, and that's all he can have on his team. He's got a lot of things. He also has probably the similar problem that we have, right, in staffing, which is he's trying to find great talent, but it's tough. He's got the website. He's using LinkedIn. The job boards suck. He's doing everything. But then even when he gets him in the door, he can't really figure out, how do I pick the best one? And so in my view of this, Santa turned to industry and said, hey, we're going to use a work sample. You know that little thing where he's saying, we're going to do part of the job, and if you do good, you're probably going to be good. What's the work sample that Santa used? The Reindeer Games, right? Remember the Reindeer Games? Remember Rudolph couldn't do anything with the Reindeer Games? Turns out the Reindeer Games actually work. Remember? Dasher and Dancer and Prancer and Vixen. Are you guys not singing the song? Come on, it's Christmas. The Reindeer Games worked. They were great. They got the biggest and the strongest. Santa's workshop was going crazy. It's on the rails. Productivity was through the roof. He was thinking about maybe taking over Halloween. Why not? He has capacity. He runs a good operation. And then, what happens? No. Sorry, I'm fast. Rudolph, don't forget about him. He went down the wrong path. Turned to crime, crack, probably had to whore himself out a little bit. It's a bad thing. He didn't do well in the Reindeer Games. He was a misfit. You know what was going to happen. He wasn't going to be a part of Santa's workshop. It just wasn't going to be there for him. He's a B player. We've talked about this. Santa only needs A players. And so, that's part of the problem when we go out there. It's part of the problem that Santa had. But the fog came. And then Santa's like, oh shit, they're going to fire my fat ass because I didn't prepare. I didn't get the GPS technology. No, I had nobody. All I have is strong Aryan reindeer. So Santa was going to pay the price for not being inclusive. Similar to what you guys are paying when you don't hire females in leadership. There's only 5% of the CEOs in the Fortune 500 are female, yet I think 50% of the population is female. If I don't get that wrong. Ladies, is that right on that? So we know what happened, right? Santa came to his senses. He brought in the little freak with a red nose. Everything was good. He saved Christmas. He saved HR. He saved the world. We are the world. We are. So everything was happy. Santa was happy. Rudolph was happy. Everything is right in the world because inclusion works. And that's really all I have for you right now. Well, maybe not. I have one question. I need you to think about it. What happens if the fog never came? What happens if there was never a storm? Does Santa welcome in Rudolph? Think about that. He doesn't. That dirty motherfucker, that racist asshole, does the same thing every other white guy in the world does. He just keeps hiring the same people. He doesn't go out and become inclusive. He keeps doing the same thing. Santa's a bad guy. And he's going to keep doing the Reindeer Games. He's going to keep hiring the same people. And that's a problem because we have the same problem in our organizations. It's the same problem your hiring managers have when they just hire people that look like them and they're not going out there and really hiring more females when they have a bigger pool. So here's my challenge. In HR, we need to start the storm. We need to bring the fog. We need to show our organizations they can't keep doing the same thing and expect that they're going to have the same result. We have to be better. The other challenge I have is for talent acquisition. And the talent acquisition challenge has been we need to bring an inclusive slate of candidates to our hiring managers. So we need the females. We need the minorities. We need also some of the old white guys, right? But we also need to call out our hiring managers when all they do is continue to hire the same people that look just like them. And finally, my challenge is to leadership to stop being blind to the inequalities that are going on in our organization and really think about maybe if you're brought in a nerdy little freaky red-nosed reindeer, it might just make you successful. Thank you.